When we think of coins, we often associate them with pocket change, something we use without much thought. But in the fascinating world of numismatics, even the most common coins can have a surprising value, especially if they have certain rare qualities or imperfections. One such coin that may seem ordinary at first glance but can actually be worth a significant amount of money is the 1996 United States 1 dime. You might be wondering, what makes a 1996 dime so special? Well, it all comes down to a few key factors that make some of these dimes truly rare and highly sought after by collectors. The 1996 dime is part of the Roosevelt dime series, which has been in circulation since 1946 and continues to be a familiar coin to this day. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, while the reverse showcases a design of a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of peace, unity, and strength. It's a classic design that has remained unchanged for decades. However, just because the design is well known doesn't mean that every 1996 dime is of equal value. In fact, some 1996 dimes are worth much more than their face value, thanks to a few factors that make them rare. One of the most important factors that can affect the value of a 1996 dime is its condition. As with all collectible coins, the better the condition, the higher the value. Coins that have been in circulation for years are often scratched, worn down, or tarnished. But coins that are in uncirculated condition, meaning they show no signs of wear and have been kept in pristine condition, can be worth far more. A 1996 dime that looks as if it just came out of the mint is much rarer than one that has been used in everyday transactions. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for well-preserved coins because they are much more difficult to find, but it's not just the condition of the coin that can make a 1996 dime valuable. Minting errors are another factor that can send its value soaring. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the production of the coin, causing it to deviate from the intended design. These mistakes are relatively rare, and coins with such errors are highly prized by collectors. If you happen to come across a 1996 dime with a minting error, it could be worth far more than its face value. There are several types of minting errors that can occur on the 1996 dime, and each one can make a coin significantly more valuable. One of the most well-known errors that can occur on any coin, including the 1996 dime, is the doubled die error. This happens when the die used to strike the coin doesn't align properly, resulting in the design being imprinted multiple times. This creates a doubling effect on the letters or numbers, making them appear blurry or more pronounced than normal. For example, the year 1996 or the word liberty might be doubled. Coins with these types of errors are highly sought after by collectors because they are rare and distinctive. If you find a 1996 dime with a noticeable doubling effect, it could be worth a significant amount of money, far beyond its face value. Another potential error on the 1996 dime is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned in the press, causing part of the design to be misaligned or cut off. These errors create coins that are unique and visually striking, making them highly desirable to collectors. The severity of the misalignment can vary, but even a slight off-center strike can greatly increase the coin's value. The more misaligned the design, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. In addition to doubled die errors and off-center strikes, other types of minting errors can also make a 1996 dime more valuable. For example, some dimes from this year have been found with die cracks or die clashes. A die crack occurs when a crack forms in the die during the minting process, and this crack is transferred onto the coin, creating a small but distinctive imperfection. Die clashes happen when two dies collide, leaving an impression of each die on the coin. These subtle but unique features can make a 1996 dime stand out, and collectors are often willing to pay a premium for coins with such errors. Now, you might be wondering, how much can a 1996 dime actually be worth? Most 1996 dimes are worth only their face value of 10 cents, but when you find one in exceptional condition or with a minting error, the price can rise dramatically. In fact, there have been instances where 1996 dimes with rare minting errors or in uncirculated condition have sold for thousands of dollars. These coins are considered rare and are highly coveted by collectors, making them worth much more than their original value. One particularly valuable 1996 dime, featuring a notable minting error, was recently sold for an astounding $35,000. $35,000. This incredible price for a 1996 dime just goes to show how valuable certain coins can become when they possess rare characteristics. A coin that was originally worth only 10 cents could end up being worth a life-changing amount, all because it has a unique error or is in perfect condition. It's a reminder that the world of coin collecting is filled with hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. If you happen to find a 1996 dime, it's definitely worth taking the time to examine it closely. Look for any signs of minting errors, like doubled letters, misalignment, or cracks. Even if the coin appears to be well worn, if it has a unique feature or an error, it could be worth far more than just 10 cents. And if you're lucky enough to come across a pristine, uncirculated example of the 1996 dime, you could be holding onto a coin worth thousands of dollars. In conclusion, while most 1996 dimes are worth just 10 cents, there are certain examples that are worth much more. Coins in mint condition or those with rare minting errors, such as doubled dies or off-center strikes, can fetch a high price in the numismatic market. One particularly valuable 1996 dime was sold for $35,000, proving that even the smallest of coins can have a huge value. So, the next time you find a 1996 dime in your change, take a closer look. It could turn out to be much more valuable than you ever imagined. Top 2. The 2000 United States 1 dime is one of those coins that might look ordinary at first glance, but can actually be worth far more than its face value, depending on its rarity and condition. While most dimes from 2000 are worth just 10 cents, certain variations of this coin can be worth thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right, thousands. So, what exactly makes the 2000 dime stand out in the world of coin collecting? Let's take a deep dive and explore the factors that make this particular coin so valuable. The 2000 dime is part of the Roosevelt dime series, which has been in circulation for over 70 years. This coin features a portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, and on the reverse, you'll find the classic design of a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. These symbols represent peace, unity, and strength, and they've been part of the dime's design since it was first introduced. However, while the design remains the same, the value of a 2000 dime can vary greatly depending on its condition, any minting errors it might have, and the demand from collectors. One of the biggest factors that can determine the value of a 2000 dime is its condition. Coins that have been in circulation for years often show signs of wear and tear. Scratches, discoloration, and other imperfections are common on coins that have been used in everyday transactions. However, if you come across a 2000 dime that's in uncirculated condition, meaning it looks almost as though it just came from the mint, you could have a coin that's worth much more than just 10 cents. These well-preserved dimes are highly sought after by collectors, and their value can be significantly higher than their face value. A pristine 2000 dime could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on other factors, but it's not just about condition. Minting errors can also play a huge role in increasing the value of a 2000 dime. Minting errors are rare occurrences that happen during the production process, causing the coin to have flaws or unusual characteristics that aren't part of the standard design. These errors can make a coin more valuable because they are unique and highly collectible. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with minting errors, and if you're lucky enough to find a 2000 dime with a rare error, it could be worth a significant amount of money. One of the most notable errors that can occur on a 2000 dime is the double die error. A double die error happens when the coin's die is misaligned during the minting process, causing the design to be struck more than once. This results in a doubling of certain parts of the coin's design, such as the year 2000 or the word liberty. Double die errors are relatively rare, and coins with this type of error are highly sought after by collectors. If you find a 2000 dime with noticeable doubling on any of the lettering or numbers, you could be holding onto a coin worth far more than its face value. Another potential error to look out for is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned when it is struck by the die, causing part of the design to be cut off or misaligned. Off-center strikes are considered rare and collectible, especially when the misalignment is significant. The more off-center the strike, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. If you find a 2000 dime with an off-center strike, it could be worth a lot more than you think. Other types of minting errors that can make a 2000 dime more valuable include die cracks and die clashes. A die crack occurs when the die used to strike the coin develops a crack, which is then transferred onto the coin. This creates an imperfection that makes the coin unique. Die clashes happen when two dies come into contact with each other, leaving an impression from both dies on the coin. These errors are subtle but can make the coin stand out from others, increasing its value. So, how much is a 2000 dime worth? Well, the answer depends on the coin's condition and whether it has any minting errors. Most 2000 dimes that are in circulation are worth only their face value of 10 cents. However, if you find a 2000 dime that's in uncirculated condition, or one that has a rare minting error, the value can skyrocket. There are cases where these dimes have been sold for much higher prices, sometimes reaching thousands of dollars. In fact, one 2000 dime, which was in excellent condition and featured a rare minting error, was recently sold for an incredible $30,000. $30,000. That's right, a single dime, originally worth just 10 cents, sold for a life-changing amount of money because of its unique characteristics. This just goes to show how much the right 2000 dime can be worth to collectors who are looking for that perfect addition to their collection. The moral of the story is simple: never underestimate the value of a coin, even if it looks like it's just ordinary pocket change. You could be holding onto a rare and valuable piece of numismatic history without even knowing it. So, if you find a 2000 dime, take the time to examine it closely. Look for any signs of minting errors or unusual features that could make it more valuable. And if you happen to come across one in uncirculated condition, or with a rare minting error like a double die or off-center strike, you could be sitting on a coin worth thousands of dollars. In conclusion, the 2000 United States 1 dime is a coin that may seem ordinary at first, but it can actually hold a significant value depending on its condition and any rare minting errors. Most 2000 dimes are worth their face value, but with the right combination of rarity and condition, this dime could fetch a price that far exceeds its original worth. In fact, one particular 2000 dime recently sold for $30,000, proving that even the smallest coins can be worth a fortune in the right circumstances. So, next time you come across a 2000 dime, take a second look. You might just be holding onto a hidden treasure.